Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, all over the world. Let's hope everyone is doing great. Today we are going to talk about a different approaches to a free agencies that the Dallas Cowboys have made. A major signings and blockbuster moves and some key departures in a Dallas Cowboy. And also we have to talk about some weakness that remains in our team, which is a Dallas Cowboy. But also we'll talk about some off-field stories in the players and the aboard of the Dallas Cowboy. So if you didn't make subscribe, please make subscribe for more news about the Dallas Cowboy. A Dallas Cowboy, a new era, a big moves and Super Bowl dreams in 2026. The 2026 off-season have been one of the most aggressive and transformative period for the Dallas Cowboys in a recent year. After a multiple seasons of falling short of Super Bowl expectations, the front office led by the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, has made it clear this time or this year is going all in. This is not just another off-season. So this is a statement that the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, have been made on his team Dallas Cowboy. So let's start on the different approaches to a free agencies on the Dallas Cowboy. As for the eras, the Cowboys were known for being cautious in free agencies. But in 2026, everything have been changed by the general owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones. Instead of sitting back, Dallas became one of the most aggressive teams on the market. They restructured contracts, freed up cap space, and targeted players who could make an immediate impact, especially on the defense of the Dallas. The Cowboys are no longer building slowly, they are trying to win now. And also the Dallas Cowboys have made a major signings and blockbuster moves in this time of signings of blockbuster and free agencies. The Dallas have already signed a free agencies and blockbuster Alashan Gary. Alashan Gary, he is a defensive game changer and he is one of the most biggest headlines of the off-season. That was acquisition of Alashan Gary. For the former Green Bay Packers star, agreed to pay a cut to join a Dallas Cowboy. Signaling his belief in the team direction, Gally brings a near pass slashing ability, something the Cowboys desperately needed. His presence instantly upgrades the defensive lines, and Jaron Thompson, who is a secondary reinforcement. The Cowboys also strengthened their secondary by signing a Jaron Thompson to multi-year deal. He adds an experience, a strong tackling, a coverage versatility. This move helped to fix one of the Cowboys' biggest weakness from the last season to the Dallas Cowboy. The next player is Kobe Durant. Kobe Durant is a rising playmaker. Kobe Durant joins on a short-term deal after an impressive playoff run. Known for his ball hawking skills, Durant adds a depth and potential big plays ability to the defense. Javonte Williams are locked in. Javonte Williams already signed a new contract with a Dallas Cowboy. Dallas made sure to retain one of its most productive offensive weapons. Williams signed a 3-year extension after a strong season with over 1,200 rushing yards, keeping him ensure a stability in the run game. A Marty Hennessy death mate, while not a flashy, this signing is important. A Hennessy provides a depth of offensive lines, flexibility at a center and guards. Championships are often won with a strong depth, and the Dallas understand that. That's why the Dallas Cowboys have also signed a Matt Hennessy on a long-term project for the Hennessy. Somehow he is a backup QB stability. The Cowboys also secured Sam Howell as the backup quarterback option. Having a reliable quarterback too is a crucial in long NFL season. Also, there is different players that are on the way of departing the contract with the Dallas Cowboys due to some have been affected by injuries. Also, the other didn't make what they signed for in the last years in the Dallas Cowboys. Not every move was about bringing a player in. Some familiar faces left. So those players have been left or on the way of departing the contract with a Dallas Cowboy. Those are key departures. Not every move was about bringing player in. Some familiar faces left is a Block Hoffman and a Jack Sanborn. These departure signals a roster reset, especially on a defense. But also in the Dallas, there is other remaining weakness. Even with all these moves, the Cowboys are not perfect. There are still concerns. A linebacker depth remain questionable. A defensive consistency is still unproven, and additional pass rush support may be needed. This means a Dallas might not be guys who could potentially become the trade target or the future signings in the Dallas Cowboys. So, they are some of the strongest players the Dallas could attempt to bring from the other teams from strengthen their roster. Maxx Crosby. Maxx Crosby is a defensive superstar from the Raiders. One of the most exciting players from the Cowboys could target is a defensive end, Maxx Crosby from Las Vegas Raiders. Crosby has developed into one of the most dominant pass rushers in the entire NFL. Known for his relentless motor and incredible ability to pressure quarterbacks, Crosby has consistently ranked among the league leaders in sacks and quarterback pressure. For the Cowboys, acquiring Crosby would instantly transform the defensive line, pairing him with a star linebacker, Micah Parsons, who has been already extended the contract in the Dallas Cowboys, would create a terrifying defensive duo capable of overwhelming opposing offenses. With two elite pass rushers attacking from the both sides of the line's quarterback across the league would face the constant pressure whenever they play against the Dallas. That's why the Dallas Cowboys still focusing on the Maxx Crosby from Raiders, who has already signed a new contract in the Raiders, but still now the Dallas Cowboys want to resign a Maxx Crosby in the Dallas Cowboys. George Pickens, he is explosive receiver from Steelers. Another potential target for the Cowboys is a wide receiver George Pickens from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pickens is widely recognized for his spectacular catches, athletics, ability, and confidence on the field. His ability to make difficult receptions to a tight coverage has made him one of the most exciting young receivers in the National Football League. If the Dallas were able to acquire a Pickens, he could form an incredible receiving partnership with CeeDee Lamb. And we have seen CeeDee Lamb have already signed a new contract with the Dallas for extension for 4 years in the Dallas Cowboys, which have been worth about 71 millions up to 100 millions for 4 years. With a Lamb drawing attention from defenses, Pickens would have more opportunities to exploit one-on-one coverage. This would give a quarterback Dak Prescott another powerful weapon in the passing game. Such move could elevate the Cowboys' offense to one of the most explosive units in the National Football League. Myles Garrett. He is a elite edge rusher from the Browns, another superstar that has occasionally appeared in a trade speculation in the defensive, and Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns. Garrett is a widely considered one of the best defensive players in the football, which is NFL. His combination of the speed, strength, and techniques make him extremely difficult for offensive linemen to stop. If the Cowboys ever managed to trade for the Garrett, their